Thank you, Monty. I thought that was a great first map. What an exciting way to start a best of 3. The desks seem to be overwhelmingly in agreement that probably it'll end on Inferno.
Yes.
But as long as it's close, I'm okay with it. I just want to have some close, some cool Counter-Strike. I thought we saw a lot of that on that first map. So
I think we all had that feeling coming into it with how Fnatic were adapting and playing. And this is why I think a lot of us chose to go with Fnatic in our predictions going into this, just because they've played recently. And with the veteran... let's say the veteran talent on Fnatic along with Golden, they're going to make adjustments. They're not going to try and play the same game over again and let Mad Lions win the same way. And those adjustments clearly worked. It looked a little dicey there towards the end of the second half, but they got it. And this is, again, very quick coming in here from Fnatic, at least into Banana early, and they eat a lot of HE damage. But now they've still got all 5 players alive here, Fnatic, and they have the nades for an execute.
I mean, all they need is the kill on Hooksy, and it's bad news for Mad Lions. Gonna be falling back. He does have a smoke. I mean, that smoke has to be really early because, yeah, he has to throw it down now. If he throws it down when they're close to it, they're just gonna run through. They won't respect it. So that is something you usually do later on. But in pistol rounds, you can just say, whatever, man. I'm just gonna come. Oh, they're gonna grenade it. Do they have the double nade?
Do it.
Well, they're a little bit further back. I thought maybe they're going to
do it.
There's the one for the coffins. It will at least connect, but I thought it was going to be 2. Oh, and Hooksy, that's really well done. Now it's time to just stay back. He's going to get a 3rd one. So for all of the tricks that the Swedes brought to this round, it's not looking like it's going to be enough. They're retaking 2 from Construction and CT Spawn and 2 from Banana. And, I mean, it can be 1, but man, it is going to be tricky here for Golden and Crims.
That's going to be so hard. Almost impossible. 2v4, full HP. Unless Golden starts clicking away and getting headshots with that USB, he takes 1 with him. So it's Crims in a 1v3. He's spotted. They know where he is. And Acor comes in with the headshot. I am so sad they didn't go for the double HE. I thought that was going to be the play there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well. But I guess not. I guess 1 was what they wanted to go for there. Just, I mean... There is like the way that Fnatic generally have been playing, you know, they look like a really good team at the moment, but also just the huge X factor of Hooksy and Refresh on this lineup is just, you know, like who knows how that is going to be playing out, you know, long term. So, so I think, you know, there are I think a couple of different good reasons to go with Fnatic on this particular one. It's crazy to go back again and look at how many 2v2s were won by Fnatic on that Vertigo map that, you know, where again ends up 16-14, but man, you replay that again, and there's a good chance that Mad Lions end up taking it, and then we're in a strange space.
Well, full nades into Banana here. All 3 players for Mad Lions fully committing to that as well, and so we will get no damage done to Fnatic. Fnatic were perfectly content to just sit and wait out the bombardment early on in the round. And so Mad Lions pick up the pistol, 1-0 lead, but this is a force buy from Fnatic. 2 AKs dropped, 3 Deagles, and 2 players rocking full nades. So they've got options here, Fnatic. And if they catch Hooksy getting greedy here, things can get out of control on B very early on. Does he fall for this? Do they peek together with the AKs? That'd be really cool. Hooksy gonna back off, and well, there's the smoke getting forced out at least, and it's at a minute. So there's still a lot of room to maneuver here for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he just has to stay alive, basically. He's going to get in some backup. He's going to get 1 kill there. Can they catch him? Oh, it looked like there was a chance there with the AK. He's brought in Roy, who's now used the 2nd smoke at about 46 seconds. And they're bringing in a 3rd member who does not have a smoke, unfortunately. But a flashbang, I mean, yeah, they're in a good position nonetheless here, Mad Lions, to try and hold this back. And now that they're pushing up and actually confirming for the rest of the map that Fnatic aren't swinging back and aren't about to suddenly go for it, it's going to get real interesting here. They're trying to get through. 1 good flashbang could do it. Roy still not really putting his out. There's finally 1, and he's going to get just the 1 kill. But this is a pretty decent trade for Fnatic right now. Suddenly a 3-on-3. Refresh on the other side. He's going to be flashed through. Oh, he can't stop the bomb. That is huge. Flusher surviving that spray as well.
And with 3 rifles now. Flashes there, and Prolan somehow gets that kill. Unreal. Leaves Shush alone in a 1v3, and just like that, Fnatic have slow-walked their way onto the B site, opened it up off of the AKs, and now they will survive this round with 2 AKs, and both AKs survive, and the M4.
I'd love to see... I think they hit a crazy timing there, Fnatic, where essentially I think Refresh was relocating through construction,
Uh-huh.
so he couldn't do anything to help out. Like, as soon as Hooksy went down, it was just Roy alone with an MP9.
So it might as well have just been 2 players on
Yes,
B.
I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think something like that happened. So that's also just
Very
bad
cool.
luck.
Yeah, very cool. Bad luck, depending. I mean, that's just filthy. Hooksy.
Like, they get that kill, and yeah, it's just Roy. I mean, at that point in time, I think Refresh is moving around, so...
That save is just gross. You're definitely thinking that that bomb plant's going to get denied. No, and it is still going to be an anti-eco. Well, it's a force buy coming in now from Mad Lions, but just pistols. That 1 M4 that was saved. HE just dusts them. Barely get out in time. Barely avoid taking massive damage there, Mad Lions.
Such a great start for Fnatic, because the thing that can make the T side a bit tricky on this map is when the CTs get all of the, you know, Molotovs and smokes and everything. So you've already just delayed that a fair bit. The other problem is having someone like Acall with the AWP, and you've also delayed that by winning the second round. So some different, I think, different levels of success early on here for the Swedish side, just in terms of denying them that early run. And now, sort of shuffling back and forth across the map here, Mad Lions. They're going to get somewhat towards the A-bomb side, but doesn't look like a very strong setup at all.
Do we get a flash? Yep. No? Where's the flash?
So far, just the smoke.
That was
JW
weird.
happy to wait inside. Refresh. He's going to respect it. Turning the corner into Shush and that M4. That's a good trade for JW. Really important here. There are a lot more people coming closer now, but Flusher again saving the day, and he's going to get the kill on Refresh as well. It's not bad at all. Acall down here with the Deagle, but Flusher's going to show up and shoot him right in the back. So a 2-on-1, and Flusher's on 1 health. So a bit of a scary round here for Fnatic. But I still think, I mean, how is Roy going to be doing this with no kit currently? Don't know if, yeah, there's one on the ground at least. He could pick that up, but he hasn't.
I'll find some firepower here. That gun drop, yep, going to give away his position, and he could be in a position where he just wants to save this M4 for the next round.
That wouldn't be a crazy thought. Oh, Flusher. Is he going to find him? He will now, because he picked up the kit as well. It's probably going to be super tempting to do it. Crims is right there at the Haycon, has all the advantage in the world, and he'll get the kill as well. I mean, that is... There's a lot of angles to look for. So, fair play. He wanted to do it, but didn't really work out.
Yeah, Flusher giving himself that way, I think, is what does it. Otherwise, I think he's just going to back off and save the M4 for the next round.
Yeah, you're right.
But this is 2-1 for Fnatic on the C side of Inferno now, and another round of eco coming up here for Mad Lions.
That is, I mean, again, that's a ridiculously close round that they could have very, very easily lost Fnatic over there at the Arch. That was bordering on being out of control. I get Flusher, he survived to get the 3rd kill on Acall there with 1 health, so...
Well, I mean,
Mad
Lions and Fnatic have played recently. Mad Lions won that in upset fashion, 2-1, but it also involved Refresh, I think, dropping 70-something frags across the 3 maps. So,
well, then they had the roadmap right in front of him.
Yeah,
they know what to do.
just get a crazy star performance out of one of your players, and that'll be enough to turn it around.
I liked this stack a lot because it's so silly. I have seen it work. But I don't think I've seen a round being won behind it, but sometimes you can get like a freaky kill. They're all lined up. Again, I think Fnatic just don't even care. They're like, yeah, cool guys. If that makes you happy, you can have that 1 Mac 10. I still like it. I'm not gonna give up on it.
And Acor's over here alone in pit. He can be the guy. He can be the one to ruin it. Do they check? So far, they're not checking. There it is. All right, Flusher gets the kill. So Hooksy and Shush, yeah, they've got a Mac 10. Super cool.
Gonna be overjoyed on there.
Yeah, they're really gonna love it. A little bit of a spot. Shush getting tagged up. Crims checking to make sure that they are not getting flanked. And well, they are right now. Mad Lions are trying to put themselves in positions to catch Fnatic as they get out of the bomb site. But with the bomb planted on that, the positioning of the bomb plant means that Fnatic, they can be pretty much anywhere. They're not too worried about dying here.
Definitely not. Yeah, this would have to be just some weird timing for Hooksy.
Oh.
Yeah, he could try him, but again, he doesn't have he doesn't have armor, so he's going to be dead so quick when he turns this corner. Does actually get the kill on Flusher. And he doesn't even go down. He just dies to the bomb. That's so strange. How did Flusher die so quickly?
I don't know. How did he die? Can we get that on replay?
Yeah, okay, he's
I mean,
already low.
Flusha was low, but
37. Yeah, that's the reason.
Okay, that explains it.
Fair play. 3-1.
The one guy.
Yeah, well, it all helps at the end.
Yeah, it's just the one, literally the one guy that he can kill with that MAC-10. He happens to shoot at.
Stumble into, yeah.
Well, sometimes that's the way it goes. 3-1. Fnatic on the T side looking good, healthy in the lead. And this will be a buy round from Mad Lions, but they're very light on grenades. So the anti-nades and banana is going to give Fnatic quite a bit of room to work with. You can see, Fnatic also holding on some nades, at least into later into it. This is going to be, well, brutal. Yep. Refresh. Oh, man, it's so perfect. Refresh gets that kill, so they have no idea that Shush is here. Still traded 1-for-1.
Yeah, you would have definitely assumed that would have been way more of a spray down. That leaves a lot of problems here for Hooksy. Tapping away, but he needs backup pretty quickly, and he's also worried about that. Oh, that's a nice job on him, though. He actually gets out from that corner again. Grenades and everything else could have followed. He's going to go down to golden eventually, but the move itself is definitely pretty great. Roy will take down a kill, and now it's on Flusha. 1 versus 2, and this is, again, where you'd want to see Mad Lions take that deep breath and make sure you work together. They have a Molotov as well. Flusha, he's going to have to go for the swing, surely. He can't just wait back here. A little bit of a fight, but A-Core takes him down. Look at how much damage he did, Flusha. He nearly had that kill, and the Molotov on top. I mean, that could have been incredible.
Chaos round, man. Absolutely chaotic.
Yeah, that is a coin flip round that just kind of turned from, I don't know, like, these rounds are so close, it's hard to say.
But, I mean, man, it's just, that's such an important round for Mad Lions to win. Because if they don't win it, I mean, it's just another, well, half-buy kind of scenario for them. Fnatic will just run away with the first half very early on. They'll get so many rounds on the board so early in the half that life is going to just be really grim for Mad Lions. So Mad Lions absolutely had to win this round, and they did it barely by the skin of their teeth.
When you watch that replay again between Refresh and Shush, I don't know.
It looks like A-Core got headshot, so he probably got wallbang headshot there.
Yeah, I think he did.
Headshot through the box, so that just sucks for Flusha.
But that setup over at Arch between Refresh and Shush, you look at that again, you think that's not good enough. That has to be better, basically. Flusha.
Well, okay.
Not welcome.
Yeah, that was brutal. Trade nades and everything. I mean, it was still just a MAC-10, so not like they lost a rifle or anything, but Fnatic, once again, down a man. JW currently scratching his head wondering, hey, aren't I the one who's supposed to die first? What do I do now that I'm alive in the round still?
They know that there's 2 people on Banana because they just heard both the 2 HEs. So maybe they want to try and take a little bit of advantage now. Last guy's being pulled over, so it's going to be a 4-1 setup, at least it looks like it for the minute here. Turning the corner toward Arch, and Refresh is hearing all of this. Great shot from JW to take down A-Core. And yeah, they've got some Arch coverage here, but I mean, yeah, they're going to be forced forward, take the big swing, and it's going to be golden going down right afterwards. 2 versus 3, but this is still winnable for Fnatic. Nice shot from Shush, and actually almost could have had that one on JW, and in fact he will, down from the pit. Nice triple from him. I don't know. Again, some of these rounds just look so close to me. Even if Mad Lions win this one with 3 alive, I still get nervous.
What brilliant work from Mad Lions. Hey, that was Flusha, just kind of, that sucks. But this, going out before this smoke is able to bloom, just pulling a fast one there, hopefully before the guy has his rifle out, right? It's just all these little details that are coming through, and Mad Lions right now, they are playing so well. 3-on-3, they've tied it up 3-3. And Mad Lions on the CT side, fully bought up now. And Fnatic having to go for the eco. So right now, name of the game here for Fnatic is to get that bomb plant. Brolan's going to get caught by Refresh. That's what we expect to see. JW just barely makes it around the corner, but he's only got a Glock, so he's not that much of a threat.
Yeah, he's out on an adventure somewhere. He's just out looking. See, almost time to catch Refresh there. Could have been fun. But yeah, it's hard for JW to have a big effect on this round when he's in library with a Glock and has already been tagged up. Good timing as golden goes down. Some money being made by Refresh now. And 3 versus 5. And yeah, I don't know. Again, every little bit matters here. A kill with a deagle, anything like that. It's all going to count towards the end of the half. Blowing up the furniture now.
Vandals. No respect. Dude, JW has just become the guy who's just impossible to kill. Finally, Hooksy catches him.
What's going on?
And the bomb is nowhere near anything right now, so they need to just die, Fnatic, at this point. 34 seconds on the clock. Hopefully they take somebody with them. Krim's going to get caught, and this should be Flusha. Yep, getting caught in the open. Nice swing from Roy. And that is going to be a 4th round on the board for Mad Lions on the CT side.
Right. I mean, that makes it a bit more comfortable for them. Now they're at least in that zone where they can lose around and they can still buy, and it's not quite as dramatic all of a sudden.
Just weird seeing no bomb plant from Fnatic. You'd think that they would have something just in their pocket to get a bomb plant, right?
It's so hard on Inferno though when you only have pistols, right? You need. I feel like you need something else. I mean, half buy, yeah. If they'd gone for the half buy, I think they would have been able to. All right, aggression down middle. CT side now trying to throw this one for a bit of a loop. But look at how Fnatic are set up. They are ready and waiting. That was a great counter play. Very important that A.K.O. actually gets that kill because otherwise they'd be a man down. And yeah, time to back on out. He's low on health. And left in the middle is Refresh, just thinking, well, I guess I'll just hang out here, guys. Oh.
Dude, that HE onto Flusha. Brutal. Refresh is just a split second too late there. But now they're going to be one on top of the other. Do they check this angle? Refresh, as he comes up, might not see this. Oh, he does barely spot it. Golden's going to take a bullet to the face.
Oh, and he swapped out the gun too soon. He wanted it. It would have been better probably. I mean, who knows? This is just adding to the list of mad rounds. What a nice shot. A-Call. Headshot wasn't needed, but it doesn't really matter. JW will take it anyway. And now making the jump down behind his own flashbang. Hooksy taking the fight and winning it. That's a nice win as well. Now they're low on health on that T side, but they have 50 seconds and push down all the way to the bottom of Banana. It's going to be Roy hiding in that corner. This needs to be a straight instant headshot, and yeah, he's just not looking the wrong way. I mean, it's not really Flush's fault, is it?
Yep.
Brolin 1 versus 2.
There's no way, right? At that point. Brolin with the full set of nades, but unfortunately for him, Hooksy has maneuvered himself right beneath him, and there's no way for him to get down from here without... Just barely makes it.
Still, if he stands up, Hooksy, if he looks the other way, it's over. He's got no idea where to look, and now the smoke is up. Yeah, he's going to get shot in the back. Wow, I mean, again, I don't know. I'm not envying the analysts at the moment that have to try and go through a round like this. Best of luck, friends. There's a lot going on.
Still unclear. Yeah, okay, now we're going to get a timeout called by Fnatic. Like, A-Core should be counting his lucky stars that he survives this round. He should have been traded as well by Golden.
Yeah.
But then Refresh moving all the way down mid like this, it's just all over the place. But it feels like the gods want Mad Lions to take the lead in this first half. All the chaos, and Mad Lions are the ones coming out ahead. So 5-3 on the CT side. And JW just not super pleased, because obviously that's a duel that he should be winning against Hooksy. Hooksy's up into double digits now. I
would have bet money on that, especially Hooksy's performance on Vertigo wasn't really that inspiring at all. So, yeah, I would have picked JW for that victory as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, AK long range, right, versus M4. But then Hooksy hits 2 headshots and JW hits none. So, get wrecked, son. The Eagles across the board for Fnatic. No nades, interestingly enough.
Again, the early emphasis here on Banana with 3 people showing up, which... I mean, there's no way for Fnatic to know that apart from watching demos, which they obviously have. I wonder if they would, at one point would try and go really quick towards A if they feel like that's an option. Because again, I'm sure they've done the research.
Maybe the thought process now. I mean, they haven't seen anybody mid. So now it's going to be, but this is it. You know, after those early nades, you just cheat 2 players over towards A, and now you've got 4 players on A if you miss that window. So Fnatic, a little bit too late to the party here, are about to get blasted.
Yeah, though right now the A defense is looking just fine. But yeah, I mean, it would be fun to see them try and exploit that in a round. It's not like they can know necessarily in any given round. I mean, it's going to be, but you know, sometimes you do just have to try and get that timing down and you know, hope that you've picked the right round for it. So don't know if they're feeling that desperate yet. We'll find out. They are a little bit behind on kills. Not maybe a terrible amount, but would be cool to see Brolin up there. He's 2 and 6 right now. Could definitely need his just raw output in this game. Flashed away. Oh, that's a blind shot. He could see nothing at all. He still picks it up. Now it's dangerous. Now it's actually really dangerous. Roy with a good kill. 20 seconds on the clock and still down in the pit is Shush just waiting around. But they're going to take down Roy, and Shush has to buy time here. He's out in the open. He nearly gets the triple spray down. And now there's 10 seconds for a 2-1-2.
Through this bomb plant. Nuts that he gets in there. Smoke clears, JW caught in the open, and so it's all on KRIMZ. 1v2. Tries to come over the top, and he does win that duel. The timing is all here, and he gets... What happens? He gets caught on something?
I am not sure. It definitely looked like there was something strange going on.
What was that? What was up with his aim?
I don't know. It's not going to get better now that he's being teabagged.
And shot in the face. That was just the weirdest thing. Can we see that swap at the end there? I mean, that was just lucky.
So wild, isn't it? Look at what happens behind that one, one happy accident. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just kind of facing. I guess he just admitted that he knew that he was dead at that point, but...
No, I think surely his mouse got stuck on something or something.
That is just the weirdest thing. I hope he doesn't tilt. That's so frustrating.
Wow. 6-3. Yeah, maybe we can do some investigation and find out what happened to KRIMZ, because that was definitely something. Little grenade there on Flusher. He's going to soft him in a little bit. And yeah, everyone's backing off of Banana for a second. Not really being super aggressive at the moment. But yeah, standard stuff right now for Fnatic, right? Taking over Banana, taking over second mid and apartments over at the A side. This is all what you want to do. Whether or not you're going A or B, it's just a good idea.
This kind of just feels like old Inferno now, all of a sudden.
In terms of CTT? Yeah, maybe.
In terms of the CTT interaction.
I think it could change real quick.
Well, 5 rounds in a row for Mad Lions, and so Fnatic are maxed out on loss bonus. This is where the fun begins as far as they're concerned.
How are they calling this? Like Mad Lions, I am actually shocked. 3 in B at 45 seconds, with the other 2 being in pit, meaning if they go for one of those arch ramps, those 2 people in pit are probably dead really quickly. But this could get really interesting. Here comes the execute for the Fnatic side, 35 seconds. The bomb, though, is in middle, so it looks like a fake at the moment. Fnatic might actually be completely outplaying them. The only problem now, though, is time, because they've left 25 seconds. If these 2 pit players don't immediately die, if each of them stay alive for 5 seconds, that's a disaster. Shush showing up, getting a little bit refresh, even blinded. Shush is there again. Oh no, Fnatic! They need to find a way through, but it's only 15 seconds, and JW, he's got no shot. Unbelievable. They actually had a great call. I mean, never mind that there were 3 in B, but just they kept those 3 people in the B bomb site forever, and then it just happens that Shush and Refresh down there will not go down.
Yeah. A-side Inferno is just... There's so many angles. So if you're late and you don't have time to check everything, you don't have mollies for pit for that position in pit that Shush is playing from, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why you molly that almost every time or force them to cancel it with the smoke. It's just... You can't let that guy just sit there and play around broken wall. It's just nightmare fuel to get rid of him. Yeah. So you can see it looks like Mad Lions on location together. Saw a little bit of Peacemaker there in the background. That's 6 rounds in a row now for Mad Lions on the CT side of Inferno. 7-3 the score. Fnatic trying to change the pace up, but Flusha going to die early again. Flusha really, holding the short end of the stick here in Banana.
Shush there with a save. Huge double. Turns it into a triple because why not? A lot of variance in the way that Mad Lions are approaching this Banana. I mean, you could almost you can make essentially, I think, a Mad Lions compilation clip of the first 10 or 11 rounds here, and you'd see just how different it was every time. Sometimes double nading, sometimes, Molotovs in the middle, sometimes they don't even really touch it, and this time, grenade, and then the foot push, instant spray through the smoke. It's just a lot of different stuff that they've pulled out, which is making it a bit harder for Fnatic to really read the pattern. Sure, the triple kill, yeah. JW, a long time to be saving a gun, and they're already out looking for him everywhere.
Yeah, he's trying to bait some kind of response. Oh yeah, now he's going to get boxed in. He is fully boxed, nowhere to go. They're going to be right on top of him with 5 alive. There's absolutely no reason not to charge this guy down and take this gun away. And he goes down with a whimper, Anders.
8-3. I mean, this is just a 7-round streak that they're working on right now, and really only 2 out of those 7 rounds have been bomb plants for Fnatic. The rest they've all died or run out of time. And previous round where JW was saving the AWP, it's a bit concerning. I'm not in full-fledged panic mode for Fnatic yet, but I'm getting a little bit worried for them.
I think you can be a little bit worried.
Yeah, just mild, you know. Starting to flare up a little bit.
Yeah, it's feeling very lackluster. It's a lot of running into bomb sites one at a time. We're not really seeing the swarm here, that hive mind. So we've also seen a lot of like Flusha just dying early alone, and so putting him down a man Fnatic. It's been a lot of struggle. So kind of curious to see what they do in this next round, because this is still going to be a half buy from them. Kevlar Deagle, pistols. I mean, with some nades. So they're still dangerous, Fnatic. But it doesn't really feel like they have an answer for Banana.
No, they've definitely, I mean, some of what they tried, right, was putting Flusher in really early to knock someone out with a max.
I've just seen him die twice, I mean.
Yeah, that's sort of the issue, right? But I still think that idea at least has some sense behind it, because when you can do that sometimes, and if you do, then it is a luxury in that round, and you can try and build behind it.
Sure.
They're so quick to rotate B again. It's 50 seconds. All they've seen is one at the bottom of Banana, and already 3 people here for Mad Lions. So, yeah, Hooksy being called back. He's got smokes and grenades. A-Corp also hitting a couple of shots, except for that one, which was essentially just a steady target. Fair play. But yeah, all the backup is here, so even if A-Corp goes down, should be no issue at all. They're only going to lose Roy in the round. They've got so much money to work with here. 9-3 as Mad Lions are now well on their way. I think this is the time. Like, now is when I'd want to see Fnatic, you know, really like pull out that strategy that they've had 12 rounds so far to figure out what is the tendency, how does this work, how are they defending, is there anything we can exploit right now? Well, then now let's try and do that. And again, it seems to me like faster A is still the most obvious one. It's just I don't know if they will have known that. It's easy for us to see, but
yeah,
we do also have a minimap that shows everyone. So
because Mad Lions have gone right back into their default here. A-Core drawing attention to himself towards A, but again, smoke bottom Banana, Molotov at top of Banana and at bottom of Banana. It leaves that gap, but then with that gap, you have the HEs and you have the peak. So Mad Lions have really figured out their protocol here for taking Banana control early, and clearly Fnatic don't have an answer. They're just like, all right, you can have that. We're actually just going to save all of our nades. They've used 1 nade so far in this round. There's a second one getting used. So I mean,
yeah.
Now Fnatic, at least they have nade superiority. They need to just do something with it.
Oh, it's very, very helpful for sure that they have all of this. Hooks has to take damage. A grenade on top, that's going to be almost lethal. Yeah, he's lucky to make it out, and only just barely around the corner when the bullets chase him. That could have been a nice opening kill. So Banana control should now, I mean, Roy's going to be up there, but he shouldn't be sticking around. Yeah, he's just there to try and be there as long as possible. He's still back here. This is mental. He's flashed in. He's going to get a kill. He will see a few more people, and they still have 2 in the bomb site. It won't be easy to hold. They're out of grenades, except for flashbangs here on the Mad Lions side. This shouldn't be a hold that they could do at all. 30 seconds left, but Fnatic, 1 kill should do it. Hooksy's going to be going down. I'll refresh back here. No one's checking it, and he's going to go stop the bomb from being planted. But there's still 20 seconds, and that's the problem, yeah. Even with that kill, it's just not quite enough. 17 seconds, and this time, the bomb is going to be planted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brolan spotted him in CT as well. No reason for him to peek again. No reason to make it easy, as Shush is now going to work his way through construction, trying to get eyes on the back of this site. And there it is. Shush will catch Brolan looking. A-Core now. Flusha has got the angle on him, but he is just going to charge in. The flash! Impeccable stuff!
Wow.
The flash goes off in Flusha's face, and he is completely blind when A-Core comes around the corner. Double digits.
They made that look so smooth, that retake.
Yeah, that was clinical, dude. That was beautiful. So much money for Mad Lions as well in the bank. The last 2 rounds of this half are just going to be brutal for Fnatic. And how discouraging is that for Fnatic, where you're just, yeah, okay, we got the bomb planted, and then you just get picked off one after the other in this retake. It is also a tough break. I mean, how are you supposed to expect there to be 3 guys on B?
Yeah, that is essentially the problem, right? The math is checked out in Fnatic's mind. They think, great, fine, whatever.
Yeah, we killed 2. Good.
We've got the 2, but this time it's 3 on A, and it's aggressive. A 3-man take of the A apartments, which is sort of a rarity, but definitely been done before, and it can work out really well. Not for A-Core. He's going to get caught. Nice pick-off from JW, and now he's pushing forward again. Just the space that he's creating right now, catching people rotating in. This is amazing play, and now that Shush is down as well, it's a step away from Fnatic finally picking up that 4th round. That's a problem, though. That's a bigger problem. How is this happening?
Well, they realize because it's been so aggressive that then they've killed the pit player. Shush is dead. So Fnatic just go charging right into the site, and now they've got the post-plant positions, and this is going to be difficult here for Mad Lions.
I mean, it still will be. You're absolutely right, but it should have never even been close. So the fact that it's even a 3-on-3 has got me just a tiny bit worried. Mad Lions might as well go for it, I think, because they have so much money that, you know, just try and see if you can do this. They have the kits and everything else. A lot of smokes being exchanged over by the library. Crim's tapping away, but not really connecting. And out of the apartments behind him soon is going to be refreshed. Oh, Brolin catching him. That's a huge kill. And suddenly Hooksy 1 versus 2. And he's sort of a little bit in a weird position. He's going to get that one, nearly getting it. But Crims will take him down. So, a 4th round for Fnatic. But again, even that one, that was a 3-on-5 that they almost gave away.
So expensive for Fnatic. I mean, Matt, you're 100% right, because Mad Lions had so much money. For them, every gun they take off of Fnatic is a win. And if they win the round, awesome. You know, that's just icing on the cake. But every gun they take away, look at this buy now that Fnatic have to put together. They got to go for a Mac 10 on Golden, a Galil on Flusha just so he can afford some nades. And even Brolan can afford a full set, right? Brolan, actually, speaking of which, I mean, dude, to be fair, he's not alone. Flusha, JW, and Brolan, 6 kills each.
Yeah.
They're just not killing anything, Fnatic. They're really struggling. Oh, the nades. Again, running into this brutal nade opening in Banana.
This is fire everywhere. Going for the fight and Flusher, I mean, it looked like he had a bit of an opportunity, but yeah, this Banana situation for Mad Lions, that's got to get... I'm sure Maui's got at least 1 or 2 buttons unbuttoned at the moment. Like, this is
Yeah.
great.
It's gonna be a bit steamy in that green room.
We haven't managed to put up the poll yet, but there's still time. 15th round, and looking very much like an 11-4 first half here in favor of Mad Lions, which again, you know, Fnatic really good at Inferno, generally speaking, but right now they have not really made that super evident to everyone else. Flash is in, A-Core getting the kill and also spotting it out. They line up for Shush, and it will be 11-4 at the end of it. Shush at 18-7, Hooksy at 16-7. Those were the 2 worst performing players on Vertigo all throughout that map, so nice turnaround for them individually as well. Wow, that's a strange and interesting turnaround. Second half is going to be coming up, and we'll see if Fnatic can find a way to get back into this in some fashion and finish it 2-0. If not, it's going to go to overpass. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And we're back yet again. It's the second map. It's the second half of this best of 3 here at Flashpoint 2. It's between Fnatic and Mad Lions, and everyone pretty much thought that Mad Lions were probably going to get wiped out on this map, seeing as just how good Fnatic are on it. So far, much evidence to the contrary. It's 11-4 in their favor, and Fnatic need to win this pistol and a lot more.
So much room, and there's JW getting spotted. Looking for the peak, thought he would take a lot more damage from there, and it is just the head-on-head fight. It does not hit a single bullet on Shush. So Mad Lions, I mean, even in the duels, they're winning, Anders.
Yeah, right now, Shush has really been the main engine for a lot of that first half. But also that banana control that they were having on the CT side was really quite spectacular. Again, I'd love to see just, you know, like 3 seconds of each round on banana, just boop, 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 like, you know, all in one long go. That would be really interesting because that it just played out a bunch of different ways. Smoke on Golden and a diffuse kit, but otherwise it is just you know, brute force here for the Fnatic side in terms of the weapons. And yeah, they've locked themselves in on banana, which again, this is great. I love this from Fnatic. They're actually taking full advantage of this, pushing up behind them. The flank is going to be quicker. The Roy is also looking for it. He's turning around, just throwing the smoke. Is he going to check again? JW just needs a kill, and there it is. That's huge. Now, yeah, they might as well commit. The game is up right now. They know what's coming. Krim's going to pick up 1 kill. Nice headshot on refresh mid-air. And Fnatic, a great read so far in this round.
But they're just shutting down JW on the flank, so they know the banana is clear now. Fnatic, it is going to be Brolan. He's holding at CT. The smoke clears. The fight goes in, and it is big, but Krims pulls ahead. Quad kill for Krims in the pistol round. JW took away the ace, but they got the pistol, and that's what Fnatic really cared about here going into the second half. They needed to start strong and get that CT side rolling.
Yeah, ooh, that got scary a little bit at the end. But yeah, this is so smart, right? Exactly what just happened to Mad Lions is one of the reasons why people don't generally in regular rounds just camp out on banana forever, because again, if the CTs find out, yeah, you're going to be in trouble. So I really, really enjoyed that.
And the spots, there it is. And this is still second mid. Mad Lions ready to go through. Ready to pounce on this A site, and they are grouping up as 5 to do it as well. But it's going to be quickly into apartments. And what are we setting up here for?
I'm assuming just smoke and flash from middle. Hooks. He's got double flash, so I think he's just gonna go for it. I thought actually they'd put more people up through the apps and not down here through boiler, but we'll see if it works. Good counter Molotov. The double grenade down there will take care of Roland. JW, Crimson, Golden though standing tall on the rest of it, so that's a good recovery. That actually was a pretty good hit for Mad Lions, but Fnatic just proving better.
Krims was so fast with that flick. It had to be an instant kill. And now we'll refresh Jiggle Peaks, gonna spot Krims, easy shot. And even has the edge on JW as well. Bomb, however, is stuck in apartments, and so it needs to make its way down to the pit, and not gonna happen. JW gonna find that shot all day long, and JW collects 3 kills in the round. So 6-11 now, Fnatic managing to chain those 2 rounds. They survive the force spy coming in from Mad Lions. And Mad Lions without a bomb plant, they should be going for a hard eco here into this round. But yeah, that felt like a very, like, there are the nades to Broken Wall that we weren't seeing Fnatic use against Shush. But,
yeah,
you know, Mad Lions were like, yeah, nah, we're not going to let anybody camp there. Double HE, just nuke it. And we saw how effective that is.
That worked out, you know, really, really well. I'm impressed that Fnatic held that round so well. I thought it looked like they could have got completely caught in the madness there. Friendly team grenade, yeah, so it's not,
you just have to make life.
That wasn't a friendly nade at all.
That was mental.
Here we go. Flusher just cleaning it up. It's a good job. Flusher and Golden sharing the kills out there. 7-11. So, you know, much closer all of a sudden.
Yeah, now we get to see.
But I'm so curious to see how this will play out. They're holding on to so many of these SMGs.
Not a huge fan of this. Can you please throw one of them away? JW, just chuck the MAC-10.
Listen, it could be amazing. Could backfire horribly.
This is such an important round.
4 on this banana defense. 4 people. I mean, they're leaving Brolan alone on A.
interesting. This has got to be tendencies. This has got to be a read from Fnatic like that. We've played them before. We know they like to do this. This is going to be the call, and Golden's going to get the drop on Hooksy. It's not even valuable information gained. I mean, this is just so big because now it's a man advantage for Fnatic. We've already got the rotation from Crims back over here towards A, and JW even making his way over to cover Arch.
Yeah, especially when you're in a 4-on-5, now it makes perfect sense to just go for the default because you're going to be in a good position. Yeah, very, very interesting. Again, there's no way for Mad Lions to know that there is that timing window at the A bomb site, so essentially Fnatic, just in a slightly exaggerated way, exploiting the same tendency that they themselves, took use of when they went for the 3-2 over towards B. But this one just looked very extreme, didn't it?
But they don't have any information. I mean, JW's cleared mid, cool. And it's looking like he's going to rotate back over towards B, and they might be able to get there in time to help. As the nade is going to come through, there's the first smoke, there's the HE follow-up. This has got to be the signal to go here. JW's going to have to haul ass to get into position. And well, there's Flush. It goes right through the smoke, picks up one. Roy going to be there to save his teammate, and Roy making all the difference. Just too many bodies here for Mad Lions.
Oh, Crims, it's so close, though. I mean, that was mental. The smoke faded and just CTs and Ts just completely interlaced inside of it. And yeah, as you said, Roy eventually coming out on top, but God only knows how that could have turned out. Crims and Roland, now is the time to step it up. If you shut this round down, you're going to be suddenly right back in the game. Deep nade there onto Roy, but he will stay alive, and that's such a problem. Would have been nice to get rid of him almost immediately. They do have a kit, but no smokes or anything else already been put up here. And Brolin trying to clear it out. Nice shot on Roy. Shush quick with the return. And I think Crims now, I don't think he could bait this out long enough. I mean, he could try and tap the bomb, but actually he almost takes down both. Wouldn't have won the round, but still. 3 people dying to the bomb, like it was back at the bot major somewhere.
Yes,
watching that.
This made a huge amount of difference, though. It's the best case scenario for Fnatic because now Mad Lions have no money in the bank. This is just so unfortunate with the charge. I'm surprised he didn't go through construction instead of trying to come right through the CT smoke. That was all down to timing, and I mean, Roy, that's just a monster round from Roy. Individual performance saved Mad Lions that time. I think that otherwise they lose that if he doesn't come up with the goods.
It definitely looked that way, didn't it? 7-12, so a step in the right direction for the Danes. They are fighting with their backs against the wall. If they lose this map, they'll never get to that third one on Overpass. I would actually really enjoy Overpass with it. I think these teams are playing great Counter-Strike right now, so it's enjoyable. Fnatic, they have one more buy in them, but after this, well, it's going to be downhill quick if they lose this one.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at a third map on Overpass as well. If it comes to it. So Fnatic, thankfully for them, they had the first 3 rounds in the bag, so they will have a buy this round because they didn't upgrade to rifles in the last round. And so because they played games with their economy, they have a chance here still in this round to stop the bleeding. This is Mad Lions with the angle. There's the shot, and what? He puts it between the 2 of them. JW misses. That is critical.
I'd actually like to see that in slow motion. I can't even really figure out where that bullet went that didn't hit anyone. Like, it surely would have connected with someone. But not this time. Rolling for a peek. Crims is over there, and he's got JW with him on towards the library. They've actually got a lot of people here. Drawing 4 people on this side. Now, there's plenty of time for Mad Lions to change their minds, and that's the one thing Fnatic have to be worried about in this scenario, is what if they go back?
Well, here's the wrap.
Crims, everyone is blind, but it's a pretty good trade, and the bomb is committed now. It's in Arch, so now there are no more doubts. You know what's coming next. So, yeah, 3 versus 4. Just get this round, stay alive. A-Core doing a bit more damage, picking up an AK, but only for a second. 2 versus 3 here, and it still should be Fnatic's round.
Flush of the rescue. And now do they realize? Yeah, they realize that the last man is going to be coming over from the B site. Refresh is in here in spawn. Flusha more than aware of this. Checking these angles. Refresh, does he spot him out? He does, but Flusha wins the duel with the UMP long range, and he saves the AK.
It looked like Refresh had all the advantage in the world there. Regardless, very, very important round for Fnatic to win.
Let's see. What? What?
Don't even know.
That was right over his leg, I guess.
Yeah, it must have been. No bomb plant. In fact, there have been, apart from the previous round, the one round that they won in Mad Lions, they've lost 4 on the second half, and none of them have been with a bomb plant. So they're lacking quite a bit of money. Everything right now is exactly what Fnatic need to just slowly creep back into the game, and we're not that far away from this just being a complete toss-up. So, yeah.
This is old Inferno, Anders. I don't get it. Like, all of a sudden, it's a very CT-sided affair here. Fnatic feeling control. And while Mad Lions now pretty much a hard eco from them. Going to be hard-pressed to do much, although JW is taking risks. But if you were to look up a definition of JW in the dictionary, there'd be his picture right next to risk.
He's, yeah, happy to do that
very often. Thrives on.
21st round here. And every little bit matters, right? A kill on anyone, but they only have the Glocks. But again, like if they could just get a little bit in, it would actually, it would be pretty cool. Golden. He's got some backup and Flusher over there. You know, they're so safe everywhere. Mad Lions could spend some time to discuss whatever it is they want to discuss, but I don't think they're going to be doing much in this round. So 9 to 12 would it be for Fnatic, and again, having a round like this, assuming they don't lose anyone, there's a P250 there, but still, it should be enough to be really building that bank all of a sudden, and that's their insurance policy to make sure that the Danes never get back into it. Good job.
Nicely done there by Brolin, getting 2 with the MP9. That's what you love to see. If you're building bank, that's what it's all about. He's got 6,900 now, so that's AWP whenever the team needs it. And Fnatic actually have a fairly decent economy now. Mad Lions, after that round of eco, are going to fully commit. And this is it. Surprised to see Mad Lions aren't calling a tactical timeout going into this one. Into this round. Feels like now would be the time to just slow it down a little bit, but it seems like they've got to play, they've got a plan in mind already. Whereas Fnatic were a little late to pull the trigger. It seemed like they weren't quite sure where they had an A or B, and so 3 early to B, but now that rotation coming out from Crims back over towards the A site. Nice nade! Hooksy refresh, getting down to half HP already. That was definitely worst case scenario for Mad Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. Blows them right up. I mean, either Hooksy or Refresh can still have an impact on the round here if they get the right entry frag, but yeah, it's put them in a bit of a weird position here. Roy far enough back to where you normally throw the flashes to try and retake Banana if you want to, but he's actually moved up with everyone else. And looks like they're going to come right through Flusher here. I don't know. Scary. He's going to make the jump, and they're right there. He nearly could have been dead. He still might be there. Chasing him. Grenades on top, but they can't catch him. He's putting down the smoke behind him, but yeah, they're doing the right thing here. Keep the pressure on. Flusher gets a kill, and he almost could have had a second one there. But yeah, that is the smart call there for Mad Lions. And now the spray battles started here through the smoke. Grenades on top. They get their revenge. Exploding. Golden and Brolin. That is some karmic justice.
Dude, Roy is such a hero with these B entries. That's unreal. In the last key round, he did all the work. This time, he doubles on an HE. Holy smokes, what a round. All right, Fnatic, that is so close.
I mean, it's the... So, if you just watch that round again from Flusher's point of view, you could tell that he's jumping, you know, just to get the information the whole time, and then he takes a step back and just takes a deep breath, and then when he goes back for the jump again, they're just all there waiting for him. Wow.
Yeah, that timing is rough when that smoke clears. No, this is going to be Fnatic just trying to hold on to these guns. The thing is, Mad Lions can't hunt too hard. They don't have monster cash either.
Yeah.
And so both teams kind of just, okay, hold on to what you've got. 13 to 9, Mad Lions still in the lead on the T side. But Fnatic are going to be able to get a full buy behind this. And this was at the start.
Yeah, look at this.
Just Flush's perspective.
If he sees them coming through, it's fine. But there's still a moment. That was the time. The time to get back to that corner and jump. That's what killed him.
Dude, what's crazy is that he still gets a kill out of this. I mean, Flush has got to be looking at his team going, "Hey, what else do I have to do here?" That he still gets a kill. That's absolutely unreal.
What a round. Well, we've had a fair few of them that are this crazy. 13 to 9. It's only a 4-round lead. The money is still pretty decent for the Fnatic side. So. Way too early to count them out yet. I mean, in fact, if you just repeat the pattern that we've seen so far with Fnatic essentially winning 5 out of the last 7 rounds, if you keep going like that, Fnatic win this map. So it's up to Mad Lions to break the economy and try and find a way to change things up.
JW dialed in, Flusha as well. And this is going to be the big round here. Fnatic calling the tactical timeout, figuring out what they need to be doing here, how they need to adjust. And it is going to be back into a bit of a default, although as I say that, JW with the run boost. He's now got the angle, though. The opportunity was there.
It definitely looked like it, didn't it? Back to the banana fight. Oh, that grenade landed right on top of Golden. The flush is always a bit low as well, so going to be a grenade. It's going to be close, but not quite an exchange. Too soon to tell whether or not this will actually have an effect, but there are no grenades left on Golden and Flusha. That's much more concerning than the health, I think, at the moment. They'd love a Molotov, something to slow down anything that might happen over here. All right, I like this.
I like that. That's nice. They weren't quite there on the lineup.
One of them caught the edge of the doorway there.
Yeah, weren't quite there on the lineup, but I like the idea. Double HE, and well, Mad Lions, they like that idea so much, they're going to go ahead and pay him a visit. It's looking like this is going to wind up on 50 seconds on the clock. And 3 players ready and waiting here for Fnatic. Can they put a halt to this push?
Crims is at that archway corner. Nice counter Molotov coming out from JW, but yeah, Crim's getting caught. He was trying to rotate in front of the smoke, basically. Roland, good position, 30 seconds to get that kill, and the bomb is dropped now in that lane. JW even flashed, or not even flashed in time. He's going to get that kill, 23 seconds, and just rushing through. Shush is there. Roland still fighting, but he's going to go down eventually. And now suddenly, the health that they're lacking on Golden and Flusha, it's going to make a difference here, or it very well could. They are not that healthy right now. They need instant and clean shots, and rotating all the way back around is Flusha. He's the one with the kit as well in the smoke, so if Golden could just pick up one, maybe there's a chance here.
He's so far away. This is taking so much time. You can see he has to check all these angles. Go ahead.
It'd be so worth it if he found someone up here. I'm sure that's what he's hoping, but that's not the case.
You got to go now. If you're going to do it, you got to go now. And yeah, that kill there pretty much snuffs it here. Flusha's just going to back off. Really Fnatic with a whimper. This is how it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm sure that Flusha's thinking, yeah, I'll spend almost all of the time in this retake, but if I find the kill, it's 2v1, and then it's worth it, right? It's gambling everything on the fact that someone would have their back turned up there. 14-9. Money looking questionable at the moment for the Swedes. They're going to be able to put together a buy, but it will be, well, the last one that they might have if they throw this away. Then surely Mad Lions will find a way to get that 16th round as well.
Keeping an eye on it, that's Crims, yeah. Just getting caught. Brolan putting his heart into it.
Yeah.
Trying to fight as best he could. JW, unfortunately, was only able to get the 1 kill. But this is just round after round. Mad Lions putting the pressure on, and Mad Lions calling the attack timeout now as well. Just really slowing down the pace here.
Scary as well. It actually looked like Mad Lions called an attack into the more heavily defended bomb site this time, right? It looks like if they'd gone B, they would have run into 2 half-health players that were all stacked up in the corner behind that new box. So I don't know. It's not over yet.
Not by any stretch.
No, they can still turn this around, but they need to do it right here. Refresh with some random spray through, and Golden on the other side. Want to be careful about starting a spray battle with the MP9, although he's doing a fine job. Refresh not even in a position to try and shoot back there, so that worked out really well.
Whoa, very early with this second smoke at bottom banana. Brolan, the last one with the smoke on Fnatic. This is going to give a huge amount of the map to Mad Lions to work with now.
That actually is a really good point.
There's a minute and there's a minute still, and now Mad Lions are going to start clearing out top mid. Flusha is bold though; he's still taking these fights banana.
And he tagged Hooksy Nearly took him down.
That's rotated Golden over now, too. So this is going to get brutal. Mad Lions have set this up. They've made just enough noise over here to keep things honest for Fnatic, but Flusha not spotting anybody. Yep, Golden is going to start hightailing it over here towards the A side. He needs to get here quick. The hit is coming from Mad Lions.
Yeah, but I think they've actually. I think Mad Lions are mistakenly, but they're hoping for a mistake from Fnatic, right? They'd love a peek or something. But yeah, waiting around has just given the Swedes way more of a chance. And they're still checking Banana. They know that no one is there. So now it's just trying to see if you can get it done. That's actually not a bad kill from Shush at all. A bit of a grenade being exchanged. Roy will also take a kill there. Bomb plant could be great, but Crims will say no thanks and take down Roy. So yeah, Mad Lions just, losing that Banana control and being essentially red really well. Nice stuff. And that was also, that was them being flashed in to take that kill over at Banana at the end of it there. It wasn't just them peeking. It was a nice flashbang to set that up.
It was Golden setting it up for Flusha. But this is, that was so key. Now I'm curious, JW, does he get that op into mid again? It's looking like it. Well, Mad Lions have to know that they saved the AWP Fnatic, so nobody's going to give it... Oh, never mind. A-Core from the pit!
Golden here. This is a little bit dangerous. They're on the other side. Oh! He makes the jump and takes down Hooksy. That is so ridiculous. Oh, man.
What even was that? That is so sick.
Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, they're going to try and do it again. They get around the corner. Flusha. This time he's going to get traded, and Roy will still go down to Golden. So, favorable trade for Fnatic. 2 versus 3, and a minute left.
This is no bueno for Mad Lions, though, Anders. Because no bomb plant. If they don't get a bomb plant here, the money is going to be a bit tight.
Yeah, I think even if they do get a bomb plant, they're going to be in trouble, aren't they? Don't think it's going to be quite enough to make the difference. So, Golden alone, though. This is the problem 2-on-3 on Inferno, right? You don't quite know where they're coming. If Golden goes straight down and just... Then it's just a regular 2-on-2 with a good chance for Mad Lions to do something. Being a bit slow about it. Let's see, are they going to check or not? All he needs is a kill. A kill is fine. If he dies right afterwards, still a job well done. Smoke goes up, they run past, and there's the spray that they needed. So, absolutely fine. Just that one. Golden... Almost looked like he wanted to sneak through. A-Core's on the other side. He's put up a smoke. He's not sure how many people are there. 10 seconds here, and yeah, I don't think he's going to get a bomb plant. He's going to fake it out once. They're trying to come through. He's going to get the spray on one. Nearly lining it up. 4 seconds, but he can't actually get the bomb. So now all Bro has to do is stay alive, and he's going to be able to do that. That is a little bit scary, but no, it's all fine. You can't spray through that wall, so it's all right. 14-11. Fnatic barely making it out.
Man, round after round here. Yeah, dude, A-Core is filthy. Man, that guy just hits shots sometimes. And this was
that
sick.
jump.
These fights that are coming in now on Banana for Fnatic, they really are challenging Mad Lions. It was Mad Lions just fully controlling Banana in the first half. And Fnatic showing some fight here. Not letting them get it for free. 14-11, Mad Lions still
here we
in
go.
the lead T side. YOLO?
Yeah, at least for the beginning of it. Now the Molotov is down, they probably have to slow it down, but they would have loved to fight there. That's what that whole thing was about.
Ooh, refresh. Careful, bud. And they haven't fully committed. Look at this. The bomb. Bomb is still here. They've got top Banana control now. Do we get an aid? I love these HEs over the top. Not quite doing as much to A-Core.
They truly are playing battleships now, just exchanging them over. It's not bad.
Now, okay, you got Banana control. This is, check that box if you're Mad Lions. You've got control of apartments as well. Shush giving you that. Now it's about getting control of top mid, and then you can go anywhere on this map if you're Mad Lions.
They do have quite a bit to work with. Shush finding JW. He was so far up, a little bit alone there. I guess not just at the corner, but still. He's going to go down. Just the Tech-9 somehow coming out on top. And 40 seconds. They're going to throw a little bit of a fake here, trying to draw someone from the arch. I doubt if Crims is going to be moving A little bit of noise as well behind. Crims is standing still. That's all you need to look at is that those dots on the A side, the only thing that matter. Flusher going down again. That's not really what we're talking about here. 25 seconds. They can still win this round if they just defend this bomb site, but now the bomb is being brought back and they will have time. It's about 17.5 seconds or something if you're at top mid in towards planning. Maybe a little bit less even. So, yeah.
Oof. Oh, all right. It's looking like a third map, Anders, because Fnatic are broke. Just like flat broke. No money.
Oh dear, you're right.
There's no money here. Just, and that's JW just getting caught.
Yeah. That didn't even look like it was particularly accurate or anything from Shush, but I guess.
Tech 9s for you, man.
Yeah.
They've never changed, right? It still just looks ridiculous when they hit headshots at those. Like, where are these bullets even going? And yet somehow.
I think they should re-up it to 32 bullets, though.
Yeah, I agree.
The fun was in clicking a lot.
Just bring it back. Actually, let you put it on scroll wheel as well. You
exactly.
know, so you can
just keep going.
Infinite.
15 to 11. My God, this is that's a bit of a different feel to it. Mad Lions need to win 1 out of the next 4 rounds, and they'll put us onto Overpass, the deciding matchup here, the deciding map in this best of 3. Fnatic have looked a bit shaken on this map. Now they're down to pistol, so questionable if they can actually mount a defense with not that much. And yes, I completely understand what they're doing here. This is rolling the dice. Saying, let's throw a smoke, let's pretend, go A, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Brolan. Was thinking for a second, but those nades, man, just so effective. And it is, yeah, just the full-on gamble coming in here from Fnatic. Only issue is that Mad Lions right now, yeah, they're going to be moving on up here towards top banana. They're going to realize, okay, no nades. We have full banana control now. And if there are no nades to stop us, we get to just pummel you, don't we?
Yeah, Golden walking into that HE as well. He's going to tag him up a little bit, but again, he's just looking for a shot. He just needs to... any kind of sound or anything like that, he just needs the timing for it, and he's going to want to go. They are going to put up another couple of smokes down here, and I don't think this time it's anything like a fake. I think they're going to fully commit to it. So it's on Golden to be more than just a hero in this one. This is almost impossible for him to do anything with it, especially now. So, I don't know. They don't have a kit. They have a couple of grenades. And Mad Lions, they're being so careful. They're molotoving the entire site. They're putting down the smokes. They're really making sure that nothing is left to chance. And I really respect that. It's so important to do in these games when you're this close. Crim's hoping to scientifically stop the plant, but that's not really quite going to happen. It is going to go down, and it's 5 versus 3. And I think the Danes have found a way here to make it onto that third map. And that would be spectacular. First map was amazing and really close. This one, a little bit less close, but still could have been Fnatic maybe walking away with it too. Flusher trying to find at the back line here, but there is really nothing left to be done at this point in time. Top of the scoreboard right now, Shush at 26 kills and a 16 to 11 scoreline at the end in favor of Mad Lions. For the second map, putting us on the third, which will be on Overpass.
Yeah, what a fight for Mad Lions. That showed some true grit on their behalf. And Shush, you got to give it to him, man. Star performance from him on Mad Lions in this second map. He just locked down that A side in the first half and never really stopped. So you got to give it to him. That's exactly what they needed, Mad Lions. When they beat Fnatic last time, it was Refresh who popped off and played like a madman. On this map, Shush stepped up to the plate. It's exactly what they needed. So it's going to be fun, you know, going forward here to see how this pans out on the third map. But we're going to hear from our analysts first after the break.
Here at Flashpoint 2, we are in the thick of our second series this week between Fnatic and Mad Lions. Now, Mad Lions emerged victorious at IEM Beijing 2-1. It will be a 2-1 score one more time, but we're doing it in a very different fashion. First off, Mad Lions won their map Vertigo at IEM and lost here, but then we're taking the other approach, where now Fnatic is losing on their map Inferno, but winning on Mad Lions map Vertigo. So what was the big shift that you guys saw in Inferno today? Because we went over the differences in Fnatic's play on Vertigo just a little bit earlier.
I gotta give it up to Mad Lions for their level of composure, because Fnatic, they try to make some of these rounds chaotic. They try to send different people into different places simultaneously, but Mad Lions were always able to contain the situations. When JW ran out of apartments and was able to find an entry, the player that had to try to recover at Moto was able to take him down. And those little moments last time went the way of Fnatic. This time it was Mad Lions, and some of the individuals really stepped up exactly when they needed to in some very tense moments.
Yeah, I think in this game, Mad Lions during the mid and late round looked really strong. Probably the strongest I've ever seen this lineup actually during those sort of situations. They're really taking it to Fnatic, who that's really their strength, is that mid and late round on Inferno. And Mad Lions on some rounds are really outplaying them, so I was very surprised by that. I think Shush definitely needs a shout out for that first half. He had so many rounds in pit. We were just locking it down under so much pressure from so many angles. But that combined with the mid and late round, and late in that second half, I think Mad Lions really took it to Fnatic and won the map.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I feel like we've spent so much time on Mad Lions focusing on the refresh, Hooksy mix-up, of course, A-Core as that star opper. We really haven't talked about Shush or Roy at all. And these guys were very solid in their victory in Flashpoint 1, but even on the first map of Vertigo, they weren't really showing up. How critical is it to Mad Lions' success that Shush and Roy continue to have big performances?
Well, Shush is usually their anchor on most maps, so that is always just such a vital role. To give up his life in a situation where he shouldn't means that Fnatic are just going to be able to walk all over that bomb site. So as Alan was saying, from that pit position, Shush just did an excellent job neutralizing those oncoming Fnatic players, because they were throwing everything at him, it felt like.
On the CT side, Roy tends to play rotator spots. He tends to have quite a lot of pressure on him to really get the frags and make good mid-round decisions. From what I've seen of him so far at this tournament, I've been really impressed with him, actually. He tends to be a player with aggressive tendencies, but he's not overextending in any games I've seen. He's making good decisions, working well with his teammates, and helping them bring home the bacon in the end.
Well, to talk about that win with a member of Fnatic, or a loss if you're in Fnatic's case, but a win for Mad Lions, it will be Freya with Samuelson from Fnatic.
It is indeed, Monty. Thank you so much. And thank you, Samuelson, for taking the time to come and chat with me. Of course, as the desk were alluding to, a complete role reversal, if you will, compared to IEM Beijing showing earlier this week. So I want to know from your perspective, what were the differences on that Inferno? What issues were Mad Lions throwing at you that you weren't necessarily facing earlier on in the week?
First of all, I think it's much easier to play a map if you lose the map, like if you play them the same week, because you know what to improve. You see where to go. We had 0 T rounds, and now we played a solid T game. So first of all, but honestly, I think they play a really good game. They play really aggressive, and yeah, we struggle on our T side.
Now, there will be one difference in this series. It's going to be that third and final deciding map, as of course it is going to be Overpass, a map that we've seen you guys having a lot of strength on. So what is your focus going into this one?
As always, we have a really good T side on Overpass. We always had with this lineup, but it will be the C side as the key, and we have some new stuff that we want to show, and yeah, the C side for sure.
Well, we've got 10 seconds left. If you're going to describe this next map in one word, Samuelson, what is it going to be?
I think it will be a really good game. 3 maps again versus Mad Lions, 16-14 to us.
Well, we absolutely love to hear it. Thank you very much for the prediction there at the end as well, Samuelson. And with that, I think we can head back over to the guys on the desk.
Samuelson predicting that narrow win here for Fnatic. It certainly feels like that's the direction we're going. But before we preview Overpass, walk us through round 25, Maui, and why that was so important to the game we saw in Inferno.
Yeah, so this round is going to show just the level of experience on the Fnatic side, their ability in the mid-round to just make every right decision, it feels like, and at times get a little bit lucky. So hopefully we'll get into the replay in just a moment here, because this was just at a point where Fnatic absolutely needed to step up. They started pulling all the pieces together. It will start off with Golden getting a little bit lucky, so we will jump right into that, I hope. Okay, so just going to see the entire B-bomb, the entire banana position. Great utility usage from both of the teams coming out. A.C.R.A.E does find that opening pick on a JW, so Golden knows he has to try to get something back here, so he gets lucky with that shot. But I want to show you guys the rotations and the movements that Fnatic opt for in this banana take late. So the double swing there was actually so important for them, and then the boost up on Golden late in the round. It's just Fnatic throwing so many different types of problems at Mad Lions, and this is really the Fnatic we love to see. It's what we absolutely want to watch, even at the very end here. It gets a little bit dicey, given that A.C.R.A.E almost brings it all the way back, but Fnatic were just relentless in this round with the pressure that they were trying to exert on Mad Lions, and it showed that at that point in the game, they really stepped it up, because the first half, they fell out a little flat, actually, and Mad Lions was actually usually the ones taking the fight to them. Fnatic said, not today, we're going to try to bring this back, although ultimately Mad Lions did close it out.
Well, turning our attention to our final map, I know you guys called out Fnatic and said, these guys are the kings of the rematch. They really studied their opponents. However, in that last map, it looked like Mad Lions had done their homework as well. And I agree with what Samuelson said. It's obviously much easier to correct your mistakes if you've lost that map, because you know, if you're winning, you may not be able to make any kind of meaningful adjustments based on what you saw. Now, with that said, we're not going into Mirage, which we saw at IEM. We are going into Overpass instead. Why do you think we ended up on Overpass instead in this rematch?
Well, I think for Fnatic, their map pool in general has been a little bit all over the place recently, where they're trying to figure out which maps really work for them. I think from my perspective, I always thought Overpass was a stronger map for them than Mirage, which was the third map in that series. So coming into this one, I was not surprised to see the Mirage ban and going into Overpass. And from watching Fnatic in the past, they're a really strong Overpass team. It's a bit like Inferno, where they can really show that mid-round decision-making. I know we didn't see it so much in the previous game, but hopefully Fnatic coming into this Overpass can show us a little bit more of why we think they're so good in those mid and late rounds.
Yeah, I gotta focus and key in on Brawlin, because we can see in these replays here that Mad Lions got very aggressive towards that A side of the map, and on the T side for Fnatic, Brawlin is responsible for that entire side, and Fnatic love to run 1-1-3 defaults in which 3 of their players, even 4 sometimes, are really towards that B side, and Brawlin's responsible for an entire side of the map, and it's so important that he does well there. And so what we're definitely going to be seeing in this match is him facing off against players like Roy, players like A.C.R.A.E, and expect Eye peaks, because Brawlin is an absolute master at that mechanic. The way he's able to scale up bathrooms, even by his lonesome, and find opening picks, I think that's something I'm looking out for the Fnatic side.
The 4 Mad Lions on the T side, I'm expecting to see very few standard defaults. From what I've seen of them in the past, what they'll do is they'll use the A default smoke, so for toilets and divider, they'll use that to kind of deny information, sell suppression, and they'll hammer B with the B pops, and they'll do this sort of faking sort of style. And if Fnatic haven't prepped on them, they haven't looked at their games, they could be in real trouble here if they over-rotate towards A off those smokes and don't keep free B. So I hope for Fnatic's sake they've done their prep and they can come into this one. I think I'm really torn actually of who to take to win this one. I'm probably just edge it to Fnatic, but this could go really close and could even be, you know, an overtime game.
Yeah, and obviously there is a difference in caliber of opponent, but worth pointing out that Mad Lions did win against Dignitas Vi, as we saw the replays there, and did so in a dominant fashion. That was also Dignitas Vi's map selection themselves. So despite that, we did see Mad Lions coming in looking really comfortable on Overpass, and I'm excited to see what we've got next. Let's take a revisit here to our pinnacle odds to see where we're standing as we move into the third and final map of this series. It will be interesting. A slight advantage there for Mad Lions.
Yeah, it's a little surprising, and I'm glad you brought up the caliber of opponents, because in the last couple of months, Fnatic have taken some pretty serious scalps. They've beaten North, they've beaten OG on this map, where on the Mad Lions side, they've lost to teams like Wisla Krakow, and they've lost to Havu. They've lost, and they've, I mean, the only wins they have are against Dignitas, if I'm not mistaken. At least in the last week or so, the only team they beat was Dignitas. And so it's been tough for them to try to find their footing on Overpass. But like Samuelson said, they will learn more in a loss than a victory. And so that has to propel Mad Lions moving into this last third map.
Yeah, I think those odds there were a little bit too much towards Mad Lions. I mean, as Maui says, realistically, we just haven't seen enough of Mad Lions on Overpass to really definitively say, you know, in a matchup versus Fnatic, who played so much Overpass with this lineup, that they can really come in and take it. So yeah, I'm not really sure why people have gone to that angle, maybe seeing the way Inferno went when we really thought Fnatic would come in super strong. I do think they are an incredible Inferno team, so maybe they're shaken a little bit by that result, but Who knows what's going to happen? And I just edge it to Fnatic for this one.
Fair enough. Well, the community overwhelmingly 64% in favor of Fnatic right now. We need to put a capstone on this series, guys, and to give us the down low on Overpass will be Anders and Semler.